Football is amazing. It's strange and sometimes it's mythical. Today we're going to look at 10 of the craziest football myths in the world. Marcus Rashford is statistically better than Nicholas Bendtner. Rashford has been labelled the next big talent to come out of Man United and England, yet when you compare his stats to Bendtner's while at Arsenal, it's a myth. Rashford's 180 games at Man United have led to 48 goals, which is I believe 0.266 goals per game on average, and a goal every 3.75 games for Rashford. Meanwhile, Bendtner scored 47 goals in 171 games at Arsenal. That's an average for Bendtner of 0.275 goals per game, and an average of a goal every 3.63 games for Nicholas Bendtner. This myth, to me, has been incredible to research. I did not think Bendtner had anywhere near the stats of someone like Rashford, who is, to a lot of people, a very promising striker. I did not think Bendtner would even come close, yet it's been proven as a myth. Bendtner's got better stats over the similar period of time as Marcus Rashford in game time. That is unbelievable. No player in Premier League history has ever scored 10 own goals. Jamie Carragher, Gareth McCauley, Zat Knight and Wes Brown are all players who are hailed as being in the own goal Hall of Fame. What do they all have in common though? They are all at least 3 own goals away from the man who remarkably did score 10 Premier League own goals. Yeah, it's really happened. Richard Dunn actually scored 10 own goals while at Everton, Man City, Aston Villa and Queen's Park Rangers. What a Premier League icon. Liverpool have scored the most 90th minute winning goals in Premier League history. Yes, this football myth is surprisingly true, and I'm proud of my team for having this record. You may have thought with Sir Alex Ferguson, Man United had scored the most injury time winning goals, especially given the name Fergie time. However, with James Milner's game-winning penalty in stoppage time against Leicester, Liverpool are in fact 9 goals ahead of any other Premier League team. Talk about being clinical in a clutch situation. That's my team, guys. It's my team. No player has ever been sent off after 3 seconds. Well, this is an insane football myth. Unbelievably, Serge Aurier was sent off after 3 seconds of coming on as a substitute in the Greek second division. Yeah. 3 seconds after entering the field against Olympiakos Volos, he was given a red card for, I believe, elbowing an opposing player. I think he may have had to apologise to his teammates after that red card. I mean, kind of letting them down after 3 seconds. Yeah, that would have not been a fun dressing room to be in. Ronaldo once wore a Ronaldinho shirt in a match. I love this football myth by you guys in the comment section, and it is true. What a myth. This is also one of the rarest football highlights to actually track down and find. It took a long time to research this and actually find it, but it was worth it, as you guys can see on the screen now.
Still a shot from Ronaldinho!
Even the commentator can be heard saying Ronaldinho of PSV Eindhoven when it's clearly Ronaldo. If you guys know why Ronaldo had Ronaldinho's shirt on in this Brazil match, then please comment down below. Football clubs could qualify for European football from the Fairplay rule. The Fairplay League was an idea created to reward teams for receiving the least amount of yellow cards, red cards or general disciplinary action. It probably rewarded teams too much though, with receiving the least amount of yellow cards and cautions. It really did. In 2002, Ipswich Town were relegated from the Premiership. The year prior, they placed 5th in the top tier of English football. That 5th place earned them a spot in the UEFA Cup. When they finished a staggering 30 points worse off the following season, Ipswich strangely qualified for the UEFA Cup thanks to winning the fair play rule. Ipswich will go on to lose in the second round of the UEFA Cup in that season during the qualifying rounds. However, it must have been strange to play European football while in the second division. That must have been bizarre for any fan of Ipswich. Quick side note, if you do win the Fair Play Award right now in football in the world, then I believe you're given money towards your chosen campaign, which I think is a lot better than being given an entire qualification for a tournament, because to me you don't really deserve that much, but I like that you can actually donate that money now towards your charity or foundation. That's cool. No player has ever scored a hat-trick in the Premier League, La Liga and Serie A. This is surely one of the hardest achievements to accomplish by any footballer, and it has been by one man. This is a myth, and Alexis Sanchez is that player. He scored 3 goals in the game for Udinese against Palermo in Serie A. Sanchez scored 3 goals versus Elche in La Liga. Alexis finally scored his record-breaking hat-trick against Leicester City when Arsenal won 5-2. He was a truly special player at all of those clubs, and to be honest, I think we can all say, as Premier League fans, we all missed that Sanchez playing at a high level. Whether it be at Barca, whether it be at a different club. I think he was a special player, man. In the comments, who would you rather have at your club? Alexis Sanchez or Luis Suarez? Comment down below. Perth Glory in Wellington Phoenix is still the longest distance away game possible in a football league. Australia is a massive country. So massive, the UK could fit in Australia about 32 times. That means a few away trips in the domestic league in Australia may take a while to get to. If you're a Perth Glory fan and want to go to an away game in Wellington Phoenix, that's a 6,542 mile round trip. That flight nowadays in Australia and to New Zealand does take about 10 hours, so it's a long flight. This makes it the longest distance between 2 football teams in a domestic league. However, plot twist, during the 2017-18 season, the Russian Premier League actually had the world record, and it's now gone back to Australia. There's a reason for that. Zenit St. Petersburg and SKA Khabarovsk was a 10,906 mile round trip during that season. SKA, however, did get relegated that same campaign, and that now is not the record. It's gone back to Australia and New Zealand. Question of the day, what's your longest ever flight? Mine was to Vancouver, to EA's headquarters. That was 13 hours. It's quite a long flight, but it was worth it, hopefully, to fix content. No player has ever scored with the first touch in the Premier League. Scoring a goal in the Premier League in the top tier of English football is hard enough. Well, how about scoring with your very first touch ever? Ivan Cavallero did score a goal with his first ever Premier League touch against Southampton, and what a stat and myth that is. No footballer has played for over 20 clubs in their career. There have been players in football who've played for 10 clubs, 12 clubs, 14 clubs, even 15 clubs, even 16 clubs. You know where I'm going. However, no player has played for as many clubs as Sebastian Abreu. The Uruguayan striker has played for a staggering 29 clubs in his football career. This right here, you can probably just see that there, is the list of his entire club history. That's a lot of clubs. Will this record ever be broken? These are some of the craziest myths in today's beautiful game in our awesome sport that is football. Be sure to subscribe and leave a like if you want more of these kind of videos. They are some of my favorite to make. It is very fun. And if you want to see more, let me know in the comments below as always. And I'll see you guys later.